You know, one of the most annoying things about wood turning is getting shavings in your soda can or in your Bubba mug, right? Yeah, right, yeah. Well, you know, to protect it, you can do something like that, but hey, even a woodworker can do that. We're wood turners. We want to step it up a notch, right? So we're going to make a nice little can cap that you can make for any of your drinks or beverages that you have in the shop. So I've got a scrap piece of wood here. It's about 3 inches round, and I'm just grabbing it in the chuck. I mean, this is a waste piece of wood. There's nothing special about it. And that's what's nice, it's not expensive. So I'm gonna come here and put the tool rest up real quick. Turn it, something's hitting, so let's move it back. Turn it again, still hitting. Turn it again, there, at least I'm consistent. Bring it down a bit, check it again. I'm gonna get my parting tool here. Turn this on, bring it up to speed, and I just wanna clean the face off on this blank a little bit, just so I have a nice flat surface. I'm gonna bring this up like so. And just let the tool feed into the wood. And I'm not so worried about the middle here because I'm gonna get rid of it. So I can leave that like that. So I'm gonna turn this off. Now, I bet you didn't know this, but pop cans are all the same diameter. They're 2.5 inches wide. So we're gonna get that right there. Okay, we're gonna take that mark, move our tool rest out of the way, turn this back on, touch this point, leave that one clear. A little bit more, there we go. Now I'm gonna hollow that out so it'll fit over my pop can. So to hollow that out, I'm going to grab one of my Easy Wood tools. They're very nice, they're carbide tipped and they're great for hollowing out. And by the way, this blank is oriented like a bowl would be, so you're gonna hollow it out with bowl hollowing techniques. So I want this to be right on center. Bring it up here, make sure it looks good like that, and I'm gonna turn the lathe on. And it's a nice little tool with a rounded tip. It's easy to feed in and easy to make some cuts. The tool feeds in easily with just a little pressure. And now I'm gonna start working my way out to the side. This blank is about 2 inches deep. And to overhang these shoulders that are on the soda cans, I'm going to actually make this about 3/4 of an inch deep. I'm just doing it by feel though. I'm not gonna measure it. I mean, this is just a fun project right here. So you can see how this is just quickly removing all that wood. Really nice tool. And there's a shoulder on the pop can, so I can make the edge here rounded and it'll still fit nice. And you can see now, I'm coming up to my mark there. I want to go a little bit past it because I don't want this to be a tight fit. I want to be able to pull this cap on and off easily when I need to take it a drink, when I need some refreshment. So, get my calipers back out? No. Take my can. It's unopened. And by the way, if anybody wants to sponsor us in the future, yeah, anyway, okay. Oh, fits nicely, see? Just goes in just like that. I want to make it a little bit deeper though. And the width is just right, but we will make it a little bit deeper so it'll fit on there without being knocked off easily. So here we go, start her up. Clean the weapon and start going in at the center again. I'm just gonna push in on the center here, make a little indentation, get the middle part out. Just work it back again, or I can come this way. That's what's nice about carbide tip tools. They don't care which direction you go. The wood does, but we're not after anything fancy right now. So one thing I want to do here is make sure when I pull this out that I'm making a straight edge side. That didn't make much sense. Okay, then I'm making a straight edge. How's that? And it's on the side. And I want that because I'm going to mount this back on the chuck, and I'm going to expand the jaws on the inside here to hold it. Now there's one more cut I want to make before I turn this around in the chuck jaws. I want to smooth up this side because if I don't do this part now, it'll be so close to the chuck that I might hit the metal while I'm doing it. So we'll turn her up. This is another Easy Wood tool. They're a little bitty square one. And you can actually come in from the side like so with this. And again, you can make your cap as fancy as you want. I'm just showing you the process here. That looks good. Let's stop it. See if it looks nice. And I'm not gonna sand this. I'm not gonna put that much effort into it, but boy, that's a really nice surface. Okay, now let's take that off the chuck. Pull this back a little bit. Yeah, there it is. Let's unscrew it here. Now, crank and crank and crank and crank. We're gonna close the jaws all the way up. Wish I had something with a battery to do this. So now, this is going to fit over the jaws like so. That's why I wanted to have a perfectly smooth surface on here. There we go. And now I'm just gonna lightly expand the jaws. And when I said perfectly smooth, I actually mean I wanted a perfectly straight side in here, because that way the jaws touch all the way around. So, there we're good. Nice tight hole. I'm gonna go back to the Easy Wood round cutter now and turn this on. I've got my tool rest at an angle because I want to make a sweeping movement here. And again, it's like a bowl blank here. So the fibers are running this way, so I want to come from this side to this side, and it gives me the cleanest cut. And while I'm just rounding this off, because if I made it flat, well, all the shavings would stay on top, wouldn't it? The whole idea is just to get these shavings to drop off whenever you want to take a refreshing sip of your beverage. However, you know us wood turners, we can't leave well enough alone, so get this shaped the way I want it right here. And come back here, clean that tip up. And I'm gonna go to, it's another tool by Easy Wood, and this isn't an ad for them, I just use stuff that I like. And you've all been asking what I turn with, so I'm talking about names. This is their detail tool, which is really neat. It's a triangular point right here. So it's really good for making little details. So you can see the point right there. I'm gonna take it in, just press in. Nice little shape. Nice little shape. Nice little shape. I'll never have to worry about that again.